My name is Hunter Carson, and I currently have the opportunity to serve as one of Virginia FFA's state vice presidents. Today, I'll be bringing you my take on the Young Chef Beef Showdown. So let's get started. To start out, let's make sure we're following some food safety standards. First, we're going to make sure we have a clean workspace. So let's grab your cleaner and spray and wipe down your countertops or tables or wherever you're working at. Second, let's make sure our clothes are going to stay clean as well as our food being safe from anything that might be on our food clothes. So let's break out our trusty aprons and throw those on. Third, let's make sure we cover up our hair or at least tie it back. If you've got long hair, you can tie it back with a scrunchie or a headband. If you've got short hair like me, try to cover it up with maybe a hat or a beanie, or maybe even a chef hat. And the fourth and most important step is to make sure your hands are clean. So let's make our way over to the sink and wash our hands. Remember to wash your hands thoroughly for at least 20 seconds. I remember that by singing the happy birthday song in my head. So today, we'll be making fried mozzarella and grilled peach caprese burgers. It's a non-traditional take on a cheeseburger, but with spring already in motion and summer fast approaching, I couldn't be more excited for the summer weather. And one of the biggest takeaways for me in the summer is being able to cook out. So I've taken some of those summer flavors like peaches and combined them with a cheeseburger. So let's get started.
You'll need a handful of ingredients for today's recipe, but most can be found around the house. You'll need fresh basil, peaches, ground beef, eggs, panko, Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese, brown sugar, all-purpose flour, honey, cayenne pepper, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, salt, pepper, and your choice of roll. I'm using pretzel rolls. First, we'll be making our balsamic drizzle. Add about a half a cup of balsamic vinegar and a teaspoon of brown sugar to a small saucepan and bring to a boil. Reduce to a very low simmer and cook for 10 to 15 minutes until the liquid reduces by about half and is slightly syrupy. Remove from the heat, pour the vinegar into a bowl or glass, and then set aside to cool and thicken while you make the burgers.
Today to make my burgers, I've got ground chuck. It doesn't have to be ground chuck, it can be any mix you like.
You're now going to divide the meat into 4 equal sections to form 4 quarter-pound burgers. Place the patties on a plate and drizzle them with balsamic vinegar as well as salt and pepper, and place them aside for right now. Since you've been working with raw meat, you'll now need to again wash your hands with soapy, warm water and wipe down your work surface. Next, we'll be preparing our mozzarella to fry. We're going to start by adding a cup of panko, a quarter cup of flour, a third cup of Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper, and a quarter teaspoon of cayenne to a large bowl. Thoroughly mix those together. In another small bowl, lightly beat 2 eggs together. Now we're going to take each slice of mozzarella and coat it in the egg mixture, then dredge it through the breadcrumb mix, pressing on both sides to adhere, and repeat with the remaining slices. After you've got all the slices covered, a trick I've learned is to put them in the freezer to harden before you fry them. The next step is in preparing our peaches. First, we're going to slice them into 1/4 inch round circles. Then we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar as well as some honey. Then you're going to stir it to combine that in a large bowl and make sure you cover each slice and set those aside. Now it's finally time to grill our burgers. Make sure your grill is set at a medium to medium-high temperature. Make sure to follow internal temperature guidelines when cooking your burgers. While the grill's still hot, we need to grill our peaches. Put the peaches on for 1 to 2 minutes on each side. We're grilling them until they have char marks and are just warmed, but are still firm. Now it's time to fry our mozzarella. We're going to start by filling the bottom of our pan with olive oil. When it's hot, we're going to fry the mozzarella, turning carefully once or twice until golden and the cheese begins to melt but still remains its shape, so about a minute on each side. Then you're going to set it aside to drain on a paper towel. Now it's finally time to assemble our burgers. We're going to start by dividing our hamburger patties among the buns. Then, on top of the patties, we'll be adding our fried mozzarella. After the mozzarella, you'll add your basil. On top of that, we're going to add our grilled peaches. And to top it all off, you're going to add your balsamic glaze, throw your top bun on, and you're all done.
Wow, look just how great these guys turned out. They look so good. They'd go great at a summer barbecue, maybe with some watermelon or a nice summer salad, or they'd be great just for dinner. And you can't forget to finish out the night with some s'mores. Well, thank you for watching today, and I hope you enjoy this recipe just as much as I do.